Hello AITX community. I want to share some inputs on Steve's latest vlog. Something about esports, which is in my opinion a great marketing strategy for exposure to a niche market. What demographics are we trying to attract here? Let's look up some stats. Start with the age. The average age of a US esports viewer is 29. In a 2021 survey of 2,000 respondents published by Statista, 17% of respondents aged 18 to 34 were avid fans of esports in the United States, followed by 15% of respondents aged 35 to 44. How many esports fans are out there? Here's the numbers. With more than 474 million fans globally, esports is a flourishing audience segment rivaling traditional sports and even renowned sporting events like the Super Bowl. Super Bowl LI was watched by 111 million fans as a League of Legends Worlds reached a record-breaking viewership of 360 million viewers. As stated by a Twitch representative, the appeal of esports and game live streaming is just like any other type of hobby, sport, or skill. People enjoy watching others who are good at what they do. That being said, for brands looking to advertise in the space, it's important to understand who you'd be connecting with and why they're both paying attention to. Wow, esports viewer expected to grow to 577.2 million worldwide in the next few years, a large increase from 397.8 million in 2019. That is pretty good. The audience demographics, you probably think esports fans are predominantly male, and you wouldn't be wrong. However, esports demographics are shifting, perhaps not how you would imagine. From a growing population of US esports enthusiasts who reside near tech hubs or military bases to a growing base of fans between the ages of 35 to 44, audiences within the esports market continue to evolve with each historical moment. To date, there are inferences we can make from early market indicators and US biostatistics. Geographic location. Google source trends indicate that the United States ranks 38 out of 63 regions regarding the volume of keyword searches for esports topics. Majority of interest is in Asian and Scandinavian countries. However, the topic of esports has been gaining popularity in the United States. Let's take a look at the most popular championships, 2021 League of Legends World Championship. We can see granular results from states and cities that are leading the trend in this search term. In the past 12 months, the majority of interest has come from top 5 states: Hawaii, Washington, California, Utah, and Nevada. There are also top 5 metros: San Diego, Honolulu, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Melbourne, Florida, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, California, Seattle, Tacoma, Washington. The championship was broadcast in 18 languages. The LOL Championship is what they mean by 19 broadcasters across 34 different platforms. It's no surprise that search query results for esports and LOL spiked during this time. Interesting fact, it's estimated that 80% of the US Air Force is between the ages of 18 to 34 and identify themselves as a gamer, playing at least 4 hours a week. All military branches now have a formal esports program endorsed by the Department of Defense. The average age of a US esports viewer is 29. In 2021 survey, 2,200 respondents published by Statista, 17% of respondents aged 18 to 34 were avid fans of esports in the United States, followed by 15% of respondents aged 35 to 44. So AITX is interested because a lot of brands are advertising in esports fans. Let's review Steve's latest video posting.
Hello, guys. I'm recording this on Friday after close. We got a bunch of things to get through. We're going to hit the press release for the Q. We're going to talk about esports. We're going to talk about some other things that happened today. Okay, first off, I just want to say sore throat, a little fatigued. Don't think I'm sick. Maybe I'm in denial, but either way, you can count on me not to let you down.
Oops. No, Steve, we don't want you to get sick. Stay safe and in good health, sir. We need you.
Because there's stuff to share, and I need you to know what's going on. So, let's jump into it. What a week of rocking and rolling on the market, that's for sure. So that was fun. We're going to hit AITX Esports first. We're going to get it out of the way. Then we're going to move to the K, the Q, and the press release. My shirt came in. It's Friday night when I'm recording this, so my shirt came in today. I think it's really cool. So I'm wearing it. Got my name on that. Kind of fun. And I know there's some questions in the community, like, what are we doing, right? What are we doing with esports? What are we doing with this AITX team? I'm going to break it down a little bit. Number one, we're trying alternative marketing, guerrilla marketing, whatever fancy buzzword you want to find. I have to find new, exciting, inexpensive ways to break through the noise and reach new fans, followers, customers, and just get attention on this company.
All right, so, wow, okay, we hear you loud and clear. He mentioned he's trying an alternative marketing, guerrilla marketing. He has to find new, inexpensive ways of marketing. That's what's up with that. So that's what he meant. I mean, to break new noise barriers, to reach new fans, followers, new customers. Great. And I mean, that is great because from what I notice, Steve is working hard and cost effectively with his style in marketing campaigns. I like that. No fancy and costly advertising. In my opinion, AITX has an untapped, massive, natural-born marketing team with a strong desire to see AITX succeed and eventually raise the stock price up. I say massive because based on his assessment, for those who've watched the video from a few months back or several months back, posted in that video, he mentioned that there are over 100,000 retail investors, over 100,000, somewhere about 115 to 125, who owns over 20,000 shares in AITX. That was almost 24 months ago, I believe. I can imagine that those numbers may have doubled up and that many may have gobbled up more shares as the price went down to sub-penny. I know I added over 100K since then to lower my average. Steve may not be directly calling for our help, but in a way, he's trying to communicate that he's doing all the best he can and continuing to find new ways to reach new levels without breaking the bank. What I notice in my opinion is that retail investors' participation in AITX is lacking. I think the company has strong potential to take a big chunk of the market share in the industry. The entry of AITX innovative product into the market is excellent timing for the current trends. AI robotics, software, security industry, safety. We are entering the fourth industrial revolution, and this company is right there, spot on. My attitude towards the company is not only that I put loyalty to the product brands and the team's performance, but I am enthusiastic and evangelical whenever I have a chance to share the company products with my friends and invite them to invest because I see a great future for my investment here. I'm putting effort and time into creating promotional video to help with the marketing in my own little way. And I consider myself part of the growth and I should take responsibility for promoting the company. And what I mean by that is that I'm trying to share so that we can all feel the same sentiment. We wanted this price to go up. We want AITX to break new levels. And I think there's no question about Steve's performance and his team. They're doing the best they could. And I think myself or us can do better with how, we have been behaving lately. I appreciate Steve's enthusiasm even when AITX YouTube up to this time only has little over 4,000 subscribers and an average viewership of 1,000 for each video he puts out for us to get an update. I mean, where are the rest, man? There's 100 plus thousands of us. 4,000 subscribers? Man, there are nonsense channel out there who has hundreds of thousands of followers, even millions. Even the TikTok followers, man, they have millions of followers. And we cannot put in a support. It's free to subscribe. It's free to like. It's free to share. It doesn't cost jack. So I don't understand. I don't understand why. I appreciate those who play their part, like Eric Medina. He's working hard every day, in and out, all day, whenever he gets a free time on his YouTube page. Helps provide information. Man, this guy has so much patience. There's only like 10, 15, 20 of us following. I think we can do better. Over 1,000 of us, over 100,000 of us. I noticed one of Steve's tweets where I actually responded to him. He was calling for a response to a survey that has so far earned about 15 comments and 60 plus likes. And I noticed when I clicked, because I wanted to be part of that survey, they're trying to add more data for their marketing campaign. And there was a broken link. Nobody called his attention except me. So meaning nobody participated. And he responded to me that they fixed the link because I said, sorry, FYI, link is broken, need to be fixed. Less than 30 minutes, he came back to me. He said, check it now and let me know. So, guys, in his tweet, nobody's paying attention, but there are more of us that are saying, when is this stock gonna go up? But we need to do our part. Let's go help. If we want the price to go up, we want AITX to break barriers, to go up to the next level. It's free. It doesn't cost us a thing. Just put a little bit of effort. We're part of the company. This is a product we should be promoting. Many of us, we've gone to esports with different levels, different affiliations. I guess we should not be surprised that AITX is so underrated despite its performance in the market arena. Imagine if only 25% of the 100 plus thousand retail investors take their time to follow and help, as what Steve calls break the barrier of noise. Perhaps we can create a thunder. Even if it's just a reply, short comment, share, retweet, likes, and subscribe in YouTube. I think that'll make a huge impact. After all, marketing is all about numbers. And AI algorithms loves to respond on numbers. When they see that this certain page, this certain tweet, this certain activity, it's a lot of numbers reacting to it. The algorithm gets triggered. And that when things go viral, online thing, right? These days, viral effect is king. So I'm just a small voice trying to participate and encourage everyone to, with our own very little effort. If you're not into producing video, if you don't like to talk about it, if you don't, want to be in front of the crowd, then you don't have to be, you don't have to do it, but at least let's participate. If we don't want to speak, put a click on it, like, share, subscribe. It doesn't cost a cent. And this is our stock. We want this stock to go up. Most of us, if not all, have some kind of social media account with friends, followers, and contacts from our work, business acquaintances, and relatives. Perhaps the average contacts would be around 20, 100, and that's just the conservative. Imagine if half or even 25% of the 100,000 investors reach out to 10 people in their contacts and share some information, either tweets, article links, or video materials. The numbers will add up. I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of the company. Yes, it's a penny stock. But then if you start talking about the product, it's not a penny product. It's a good product. It's a good company. Something to be proud of, at least in my opinion. So it's free advertising. If we put our effort, it doesn't take that much in a day. We sneak into checking our Twitter account, our Facebook account, and whenever there's a YouTube video put out there, you don't have to sit and watch the whole time. And besides, Steve's not putting out like an hour video out there. Most of the times it's a short video. We can just watch a little bit and click and share, like, and more importantly, subscribe. 4K of subscribers. I don't understand that because really it's free. Why can't we subscribe to it? No account? Okay. Well, then we'll have to make an account so that, it's a support for our investment. It doesn't cost AITX for whatever they're doing on social media, and that's a good thing because we're not burning money whenever we do that. And indeed, it won't cost us any amount either. Yet the potential for exposure is enormous. I don't think AITX ever sends out an email, though, to each of us asking permission to accept a regular email notification. At least perhaps I miss it. At least get an update, press release, tweets, and YouTube blog updates. If that's done to every single one, and hopefully 10% responds to it, that is big, huge response. So I think an email or SMS campaign is a great tool for if we AITX utilize it properly. I'm sure they have lawyers that could give an advice on what's a proper thing to do and what's a legal thing to do. We all get nonsense notifications and spam every single day. I sure won't mind getting an update from AITX every day. I want to see what is happening with my investment, and I'm pretty sure most of us do. So anyway, let me share an incident that happened this week. Did any one of you hear about CBDW stock price soaring up to 488% in one day without any press releases and talks from market analysts? Boy, it was a shock. For those that are not familiar, CBDW is the ticker symbol of 1606 Corp, a hemp company on the OTC that is a spin-off of a company that is also an OTC market called Single Point Inc., which is a company for renewable energy. A penny stock trading in OTC QB. It's SING. I'm not, promoting it. I just want to share this experience I had. A year ago, the company went into 75-to-1 reverse split. It was painful. It dropped the stock price to sub-penny. Unbeknownst to us, the retail investors, SING provided a trade-off of 1-to-1 dividend to Sing investors, meaning the number of shares, because they opened another company, which is a 1606 Corp. They trade off a 1-to-1 dividend to Sing investors, meaning when the number of share drop because of the reverse split, whatever is left on on the shareholders, number of shares. Say for instance, you have 100,000 share went down to 5,000 shares, and then they open up the 1606 Corp. They gave you another 5,000 shares there, so it's sat there. At the time, the company filed an application to the SEC to go public. It took over a year before the company was assigned a ticker symbol. So for over a year, what I noticed is just a QSIP with no value, or even a number, well, there was a number of shares assigned, and I was like equal to the number of shares I have with SING. Still, I did not have any, I paid no attention to it, thinking that it was some kind of glitch, until last week when I noticed that there was a huge increase in my portfolio in just one day. The same thing happened the following day, except that this time the increase was unbelievably high. I'm talking about 25K in one day. It's like it wasn't a down market. So I reviewed my position and noticed that CBDW, what is this? It's moving up very fast. So I have to review, and then I found out CBDW being the 1606 Corp. And then I have to check where this 1606 Corp came from. So now I realize it came from Single Point. So that's when I read some articles that I missed in the past year. So the point I'm making here is that, because imagine this is a hemp product bouncing up high in just few days. Talking about 85 cents to $5 to $10. I said to myself, imagine if that was AITX. Because I really believe AITX will have its turn someday soon. From the sub-penny we are sitting right now. Can you imagine? If it just goes up to $1, it will be a joy. But man, $1 is conservative figure. I heard, somebody made a comment that it's not undervalued based on the debts. But hey, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at the performance. I'm looking at the product. I'm looking at the trends. I'm looking at the market demand, the market share potential. That's what I'm looking. Because every company has a debt. So, but more importantly, how can we help and support Steve so that we can all join hand in hand to help this company gain the much needed exposure? And that's exactly why he's saying we're going into the esports, because there's a good number of eyeballs there that we could attract. It's about marketing now. We already have the product. We know there's a demand for it. But not everybody knows it. We need to keep talking about it. We need to get it out in the market, make a viral talk about it, and that's what it's all about. Anyway, like I said, this is my own little way, and hopefully we get into this thing, and this is we're not doing a pump and dump here. We're being realistic here. I'm not putting out a video there telling people that, hey, you gotta invest in here because, your investment would magically, shoot up with all those promises of going to the moon. No. I'm being realistic here. I put out a video there explaining what kind of product we have for the arms detection, threat detection, security. We have the ROSA, we have the Romeo, and the robotics that are getting exposed out there but needs some kind of push and talk in the community. So that's my point, and I apologize. I get so emotional with this because I'm very invested deeply, and I'm excited. And I want to see this company shoot up in its value. So thank you so much for your time, and hopefully we were able to come across the message and understand that a little bit of our help will come a long way. So I'm inviting you. Let's go help and support. I'm not asking you to put out a video. I am not asking you to subscribe on my channel so that I can get a good following and have a big subscribers and start to monitor. That's not my point. I do that on my other channel, not for this. I'm doing this because I want everybody to understand. Let's go over to AITX YouTube channel and subscribe, every single one of us. Let's go to Steve's tweet and blast and retweet and comment and like and share so that people would see there's some kind of caucus that's happening there. You know, that's what they do with the stock tweets and Reddit. And then when they did the squeeze, there's millions of them talking. Millions of them are just sharing. That's why they crushed that thing. They beat the shorts during that time. You know, that's how it works. It's about the power of numbers. So anyway, once again, thank you so much. I'm sorry to get too emotional with this video, but hey, thank you, and let's all support AITX. Stay safe. Have a nice day. See you in the next video.